Season 5, Episode 12, Checkpoint, Part 2. They're interviewing the friends now, and Anya is just giving off like her name, where she's from, etc. And she's like, I was born on the 4th of July, and don't you think I didn't get those jokes growing up my whole life? There's our little patriot when I was smaller and shorter because I was not 20 then. Where do I know this council guy that's interviewing her from? I could look him up. I think he's just a guy that's in everything. However, I just saw he's the jeweler in a Friends episode, and I think he's the jeweler when Chandler buys Monica her engagement ring. And I think that is where he is triggering my memory. And they're panning now to another guy questioning Tara and Willow, and he's just saying, I need to understand like your relationship. I need to ask more questions about the Slayer. And they said, we're friends, good friends, girlfriends, we're lovers, we're lesbian, gay, And he's like, I meant your relationship to the Slayer. And Xander is saying, like, I've been around from the beginning. Me and Willow and Buffy, like, I help with all the demon research and things. And we've been doing patrols with her. And he said, so you have no special powers, like no extra knowledge, neither of you. So nothing like special that you bring to the mix. And Anya goes, just enthusiasm for killing the demons. Go deadness for demons. They're all just so panicked because they're trying to say the right things to like not hurt Buffy. Xander's saying, no, I am very important. Like I did X, Y, and Z. And so then they're saying, so are you telling me she can't do these things without you? And he's like, oh, no, not at all. And Willow and Tara are saying the same things. They're like, no, she doesn't need us. Like sometimes she'll just go off without us and just do, what she needs to. And not even telling us. And Willow's like, but not in an unorganized way. Like she respects her job. And poor Tara's like, I just don't think we're answering these questions very well. Tara and Willow are telling them like they can help out because they're witches and they're very good witches. And they're saying, are you both registered? And Willow's like, of course we are. And poor Tara's stutter is coming back because they're obviously not. They're even questioning Spike. One of them's sitting there with a crossbow. One of them's got the wooden cross. Spike is saying, I pitch in when she pays me. He's just saying, yeah, she struggles, though, with something. And they're like, oh, you've noticed a decline? He said, oh, yeah, poor little girl can't just seem to keep a man. A few more disappointments, and I think she'll be crying right on my shoulder. And one of the women on the council is saying to Spike, wouldn't you just want to kill her? I mean, you've killed Slayers before. And he's like, oh, heard of me, have you? And she's a little nervous, but I think she's also, like, interested. She's saying, I wrote my thesis on you. They just told her, we'll be back at 7. Like, we'll give you and Giles some time to prepare and put together your strategy to show us. And so Buffy just went home. And as she, like, turned the corner, to go in the living room, Glory was there. Gloria is saying, nice house. I would have needed more space, but it's pretty cute. Gloria is just saying to Buffy, I think you have the key, or I think you know where the key is. It's the only reason I haven't killed you yet, as Dawn comes into the room. But Buffy can't show Glory that, like, Dawn has come into the room because obviously, not even because she's the key, she just doesn't want Glory killing anyone. And so they were able to make eyes, like, Dawn was saying, should I run? And Buffy was like, yes. And as Dawn is about to leave the room, she just goes, kid, come here. Meaning, like, Buffy was not as coy as she thought because Glory's got some superpowers. I'm sure she just sensed movement. Glory is just saying, I think your sister has this key. Has she told you about it? Where is it? And Buffy just keeps saying, Dawn, go upstairs. Like, Glory, leave her out of this. And Dawn is just saying, you're always talking about things like that I can't hear. One day I'm going to figure it out. And Gloria's like, she's sassy. I like her. But I'll kill her, your mom, and all your friends if you don't just tell me where the key is. And I will make you watch as I do it. And Gloria just told her, obviously this is a one-time deal. Like, next time you see me, if I don't have the key, I will be with someone that you really care about, and they will be bloody. So Buffy's mom just came out after Glory left, and Buffy told her, pack a bag. And now she's in Spike's crypt, and he was like, oh, it's just a Slayer. For a second, I was worried. And then he pans over, and Dawn and Joyce are standing there like, And Buffy just told Spike, like, I need your help. You have to protect them. And Spike just said, well, that's a boatload of manly responsibility. Where'd that come from? Obviously, he's giving her a hard time. She's like, you are the only one that is strong enough to protect them. And he caved. He's like, okay, ladies, come on in. Joyce just goes, I love what you've neglected to do with the place. I was just about to say, are they going to watch Passions together? That would be so amazing. And he just says to them, like, don't make a lot of noise. Passions is about to come on. And Joyce is a big Passions fan. She goes, Passions? Do you think Timmy is really dead? And he's like, of course not. He's a doll after all. She can just sew him back together. I love that I know what they're talking about. She just said, what about the wedding? There's no way they're going to go through with it. And I swear the names Teresa and Julian just popped in my mind, and I feel like it's their wedding from Passions. Irrelevant to anyone unless you watch Passions. Julian was Ethan's father. If you know, you know. Then we're panning to the magic shop where the council and the Scoobies are all waiting. Buffy's, I guess, 20 minutes late. And Giles is saying she will be here. And as she is walking there, realizing she is late, these three, like, ninjas in chainmail come out with swords, and they're surrounding her. And she's like, guys, can we not do this? There's some brotherhood of knights or something. Buffy was able to take them down, but she's saying, like, who are you? She assumed Glory sent them, and they're saying, no, like, we would never work for that beast, but as long as you go and try and protect this key, we are going to have to, like, kill you and the key. And if you kill us, like, more and more will just keep coming. The council, as Buffy gets to the magic shop with the sword that she took from the knight, she's just saying, you can stop. There's going to be no review here, no questions that I can't answer. Had a lot of people talking at me the last few days, just making me feel like I was powerless. And I realized the reason why is because I am the one with the power, and they feel that. Buffy is saying, Glory came to my house today, and we had what she thinks is a civilized conversation. But I have power over her because I have something she needs. And you guys are here not for me to be let back in, but for you to beg me to let you back in, to give your job some sort of purpose now. Because without me, you hold no power. And she just said to them, you guys can't do anything with the information you have except maybe publish it in a stupid book. So here's what's going to go. Like, you're going to tell me everything you know because I am the one that can actually do something with it. Buffy is saying to them, like, you are going to leave after you give me everything I need to know, and anytime you get any little bit of information that will help, you will call and tell us. Giles will be reinstated, and you will give him back pay from when you fired him, and my friends are part of my unit, and they are more useful than you ever will be. Aww. They said your terms are acceptable, and everyone was cheering for her. They all were so proud. But they just told her Glory is a god, not a demon. Ooh.